Hey everyone, my name's James and welcome. I'm Mythic, as well as James and all those other things. Today I'm going to give you some wicked tools, and this is how to Herapot. This is really helpful tactics when you're in a Link to the Zelda... A Link to the Past randomizer. It's kind of helpful if you don't want to go all the way down and worry about big keys and you're in a race, then this is something that can really help because it lets you skip all the way to the top and go and fight Trolldorm, which most of the time none of us want to do, but we're going to sort of casually jump in this pot, nothing to worry about, and yeah, kind of in we go. And then what that does, that will then take you down to a fairy room, which is always good, because, you know, if you're going to get Trolldorm, you might as well get some fairies first. And that skips the dreaded tile room that just kills everyone unless you don't do some other glitches down there. Check out other videos to show how to do the tile room glitch. And you end up all the top, and you get to fight Trolldorm, and it saves you a load of time. So what this video is going to be all about, it's going to be all about telling you how you can learn to Herapot 2 and do it really easy with no trouble at all. Okay, next thing you're going to do is you're going to walk up to this little block, and you're going to line yourself up in a very specific spot. So you want the bottom of your shadow at the furthest point. So I'm going to point this out now so you can see exactly what's going on. And then the lowest point on the blue block that you've just walked up to, that's your lining up point. That's the lining up point I use, and I find it really easy to use that. So first thing forwards, hold your sword out, walk up to this block, and then use the technique I'm also showing on with your controller to literally to drop down 1 pixel at a time to line yourself up with this block, and that is the first stage of the line up for the bond jump. It's as easy as that. Okay, so the next stage is using the controller movement we've said. So you're going to turn the controller through 90 degrees. And actually what this does is it lets you tap really quite precisely with your finger, moving that 1 pixel. And we're going to move back, so directly back in a straight line to a very specific point. So if you can't see, you go past your first blue tile, then your second blue tile, and you get to a third blue tile. And you want to line yourself up exactly halfway across that third blue tile's line. I'm going to put an arrow so you can see again. So 3 tiles back and halfway along this blue line. It's a really easy place to line up with because you're either on the front edge of it, the rear edge of it, miles out, or exactly halfway. And this is exactly where we need to get to before we place our bomb. Okay, I'm actually going to talk about specific coordinates that you can get to here, so you can potentially work out your own positioning if you want. I'm going to tell you all about those coordinates and what exactly they are for this point, the bomb placement point, a little bit later on in the video. Okay, so you've made it this far. The next thing you need to do is, it's pretty simple. You're just going to place a bomb, kind of like this. Okay, so it's think fast time now. You're going to move straight up from where you were, literally straight up. Still with your sword held out the whole time. So you're keeping your sword held out the whole time, because this lets you buffer those 1-frame movements again, exactly the way we've said. Turn your controller through 90 degrees and you just tap it oh so lightly to move around. We're going to move up to a very specific point again, which I'm going to point out with a couple of arrows for you. You're going to move so your shadow is on both extremities, so either end is perfectly lined up with the thick blue line above the tile you were just lined up on. I'm going to point out that blue tile there. Straight up, that's all you're going to do, straight up, and both ends of the shadow lined up with this line. At that point, you can let go of your sword, you can keep it out, it's entirely up to you, but you need to stop right there. Again, coordinates coming in a little bit. Don't panic, there's going to be an explosion. Just get your hook shot out once that's happened, and we'll get on to the next bit. So, here at the dreaded next bit, we're going to need to perform something called a dash turn. If I haven't pointed this out already, and I'm saying that because I know I haven't pointed this out already, you do need a few things to do this. You do need a hook shot, and you do need boots. But the path's pretty good, so get a hook shot and boots. All you're going to need to do is push the button as you was going to dash. Doesn't need to be particularly quick, in about a second or two. And then once you push that, you're going to push right. So push dash, and then push right. At the point where you push dash, you push nothing, just dash, and then push right. And that's going to allow you to turn around. Okay? If you didn't have boots, you wouldn't be able to turn around. you wouldn't be able to perform this dash turn, which kind of sucks because we kind of need to be able to do it for the next bit. Oh, see, I didn't half make that look easy. Well, it kind of is. As I said, it's not too bad. You literally just push A and then right, and you've kind of done it. Okay, now, so just hookshot right, push left, and then push up, and you're in the pot. And that's Hera pot. It's a pot that's in Hera, and it's pot-like. It's kind of interesting stuff, really. It's all in the way you do it. It's a pot, it's in Hera, you jump in the pot, magical things happen. Simple. And then, oh yes, and yes, Room of Fairies. Room of Fairies, yes, exciting stuff. Don't forget the Room of Fairies. Fairies are always helpful when you're going to fight Trolldorm. He's evil, he has a platform, and we won't even go there. It's scary. Okay, so the next thing you can do if you're running the practice version of this ROM, push start right bumper, go into your features, and turn coordinates on. This way I'm going to show you exactly where you need to line up to get each point, the key points within this. It's pretty easy. So these coordinates are in the top right-hand corner. I'm going to point these out with the arrow at the point where they become relevant. The first set of coordinates you're looking for are E8, F, E6, 1, or I. I can't decide. But whatever that says up there, go to that point, and that's your first one, and that's about the size of it, really. Go there. Then you can line up if you don't like my lineup. But that's where you're going. So next, throw your bomb down, move up, and then we get to our next bit. So again, pointed out at the top. So you're moving up to the thick line, points of shadow. Go back to the bit if you need to go back to the bit. But that's E8, F, E, 5A, or SA, 5A. You get the point. Go to that bit, and it's going to go bang. Don't get scared. And that's it. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I've been Mythic. Comment down below if it was helpful. And just check out the channel for more mad Legend of Zelda stuff. I'm out.